to Less TV. I'm here with a member of the Famous Nobodies from Boston. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's going on?
Hey.
Chris Brook. How y'all doing? 1/3 of the Famous Nobodies, co-founder, filmmaker, artist. Shout out to my team, Real P, Detrabel. What up? Shut up.
So when did you guys get started, or even how did you guys get started?
We started in 2009. We had one song, a hit song. Everybody loved it. Everybody said, hey, y'all are a group. So that's what we did. We made a group.
Nice. What was that song called?
The name of the song was The Jimmy Shoes.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Shoes.
That song.
We gotta go check that out then.
Check it out. It's different. It's different from everything else that you heard from Famous Nobodies. It was our first go round. It was kind of poppy, but it feels good.
So the sounds kind of changed since then.
A lot, yeah.
A lot since then.
Yeah, we got a little more depth to us now. I guess that's the word to use.
What separates the Famous Nobodies from every other rap group that's either out right now or that's coming up?
I think in the beginning, what separated us was our content. What we were talking about in our music. I think it was popular to be like this cool guy, or to be like have the most money and all that stuff. Like, I feel like times are changing, but when we first really got into it, it wasn't so much. It was more so about being cool.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about our lives, you know what I mean? Like, we like to dance, or we like to party. We go out, we get drunk, and we do irresponsible things. Like, that's what we were talking about in our music. So people, I feel like, related to us more. I feel like there are more people out in the world who are getting drunk and being irresponsible
Right.
than there are gangsters or these drug dealers or whatever these guys say that they are.
Right.
Whatever, but yeah, I think that's what separated us in the beginning. And now I feel like we're just consistently putting out good work. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how much time in between, because it was, I think, 2 years between our first project and our second one. It was a 2-year gap. We did solo stuff in between that. We put out a movie. We have webisodes. We have web series that are always coming out. We're just always consistent, always doing something. Parties, everything.
That's really good, because you guys are it seems like you guys are a very diverse group.
Yes.
In terms of your talents and what you do. Like, even you yourself, you said you're a rapper, but yes, you also love videography. And so that's really, really cool. And I think that makes you guys very unique. Have people compared you guys to any other group that's out right now?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What's the top comparison you get? What's the top comparison you get?
The number one comparison is the Fugees. People think that well, they say we remind them of the Fugees.
So y'all looking for another Lauryn Hill? Because I mean.
Nah, I'm the Lauryn Hill in the group. No sir.
I was like, dang, shut down. I have the locks. I was trying.
Yeah, the locks are going for you, but Dutch got some pretty good locks herself too. You know, Real P is a musical mind. He's I would say he's the Wyclef of the group.
All right.
And I'm gonna give myself Praz, but I'm gonna give myself Praz, the spitter. The spitter.
What is it that motivates you guys in terms of pursuing your music career in general?
I speak for myself. Personally, I am motivated because I have this idea that, you know, everybody dies. Eventually, we're not going to be here anymore. So when that time does come, when you're gone and there's no way for you to, you know, speak to anyone anymore, and you can't reach anyone anymore. What does the work that you've done say? You know what I mean? Like, what legacy have you left in this world that's gonna last past your life?
Right.
So I'm motivated by that. I don't wanna die and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's it for Chris Brook. Like, he was here, he's gone, on to the next. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted there to be something for you to look back on and be like, oh, that was dope. We did that back in 2009. Oh, that dance was dope. So whatever it is.
Right. Like, well, that's really good. And how about your musical? Where do you get your musical influence from?
Ah, man.
Who inspires you?
I'm inspired by a lot of people, a lot of different people. When I usually go down through my list of inspiration, people look at me like I'm crazy. But the first one is pretty typical. I love Jay-Z.
Okay.
I mean, I love him. He's a motivational guy for me. Janelle Monáe is a standout for me. Like, I love her so much. Since the Archangel, I was just like, wow, she's crazy.
Yes.
And if I have to throw you off, 2 Chainz. I think he's the man. He can do no wrong to me. You know, the second album came out. He's not popping like the first album was, but I still feel like those are quality songs from 2 Chainz.
You know what though? The thing about 2 Chainz is that he's motivational just because you see that it takes time. He allows you to see that doing something or following your dreams doesn't always happen overnight, like how we see it on TV. He's old.
He is. That's very true. He's up there in age, but honestly, I love his music.
I do too. I'm a 2 Chainz fan. Like I love him.
I heard the first, not the first mixtape, but he put out the True Religion mixtape. When that came out, I was like, yo, every song on here is just crazy.
Right.
And people feel like, oh, it's dumbed down music, but he throws gems in there every now and then where he'll have you thinking like,
right.
What did he just say? Like, so I love 2 Chainz, I love Janelle Monáe, I love Jay-Z,
yeah.
I love Andre 3000,
yes.
I love The Dream. I like a lot of R&B. I like a lot of R&B. I feel like R&B inspires me to write more than rap actually inspires me to write. So I like R&B.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like in R&B it just touches on, it pulls emotion out of you more. Drake has a talent, you know, he raps and he'll make you feel something, but when you're singing those notes and you say that right phrase or that right sentence,
right.
You know what I mean? That just inspires. I want to do that. I want to make someone feel that way. So
exactly.
I get to create and I like to write. So.
Well, that's really good. So what does each member of the Famous Nobodies bring to the group?
I would say that Real P is the creative mind. He's very creative. He's very unique. He's like a Kanye West in the studio. He's even now making beats, which is crazy to me because he does so much. Yeah, Real P brings the creativity to the table. Dutch she's a different mind. You know, we're 2 guys. She's the only female in the group. You know, right. She has a completely different perspective. And I think that she brings a perspective and she brings a work ethic. You know what I mean? I think what I've learned from Dutch is the work ethic side of everything.
Okay.
And what I've learned from Real P is to be creative, try to be different. Don't do, you know, hook, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, like
right.
Verse, chorus, verse, verse. You know what I mean? Like you just crave, like just be as creative as you can. And for me, I think I'm a dreamer. Like, you know what I mean? I have these crazy outlandish ideas. And some work, some don't. I feel like these 2 keep me balanced. Like, Brooke, I don't know if that's gonna work, or actually that's a great idea. Let's try that. Like, let's see how that's gonna work. So
right.
we definitely all bring different things to the table, and it's been working. It's been working for a while now.
That's good. That's good. Well, you need that type of diversity within the group in order to keep things changing and consistent.
And we challenge each other. We challenge each other to be better. We challenge each other to write better, create better, and to work harder. Nobody's Nation,
right?
Which was a collection of artists that we work with in the Boston area. It's mainly the group, the trio, the 3 of us, the Famous Nobodies, but we have featured artists that we really rock with and we consider a part of the FN family, and that's the nation, Nobody's Nation. Nice.
So what can people look forward to on this album? Like what kind of feel does this album really give?
I want to say it's a very it promotes unity is what I'm gonna say. It's a very universal project. There's solo records from myself, solo records from other artists, and there's a combination, like it's 3 of us and then there may be 2 of us featuring someone. So it's like, it's mix and match, it's all over the place, but I think the idea of everything is unity.
Unity.
We're all together, yeah.
Right, which is really good, and I know in Boston, having lived here for a while, that is something that we need here.
Right. I think we're starting to embrace it. The unity thing is definitely becoming stronger. We have a saying, calm unity, community. That's our thing. So
I get it.
It's happening. It's happening. A lot of people are starting to come together, and we all have the same idea, same mindset, and we're working together. It's the Beam Team.
The Beam Team. I like that. Sounds good. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing much more of you guys in the future. And I know that you guys don't only rap, you guys host different parties out in Boston and do different things like that. So when you guys started, did you imagine that it would be something that would turn into kind of like a community building thing here in Boston, or more than just rapping, or what did you guys envision in the beginning, and how has that changed since then?
I just want to let you know that's a great question. That's the first time I've ever been asked that. But no, I wouldn't expect the outcome to be what it was. We just made music. That's all we were doing, was just making music like we always do. And this one song resonated with people a different way. People felt it a different way. And then it branched out, and we started realizing that so many more artists out there doing the same thing, and they started doing their music videos and their concepts, and then it just grew into a culture. I'm not gonna say that we started the culture, but we did, we did have a hand in like developing this new wave of what's going on. Definitely.
That's really, really good. I like it. I love the vibe that I'm feeling. I wish the other two members of the group could have been here,
I know.
But I do understand, so where can people find your music?
You can check us out, famousnobodies.co. It's not a .com, it's .co. All right, I'm saying that on purpose. There's no M. All right, famousnobodies.co. Follow us on Twitter at famousnobodies. That's IES at the end of nobodies. We're grammatically correct. Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything's Famous Nobodies.
Everybody can find you on all social media platforms, it seems like, which is very good.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. And what have you, so recently, because things are starting to take off, I know that you guys were featured in Double XL magazine, and how was that experience?
Well, shout out to Dutch for that. It was honestly, it was great. It was great for the whole city. Like we talked about, it was just great because it's, like I said, it's just shining a light on us that we didn't have before.
Right.
And now people see that there's so many acts and so many artists and so much talent here in Boston, and now we don't have to travel a million miles away just to be heard, just so you can hear our one song. Now people are actually looking and paying attention to it.
Well, thank you so much for spending this time with me. And you can tell the people where to find you again.
Find me everywhere online. Google me, Chris Brook FN. The FN stands for Famous Nobodies.
Yes. Check out the Famous Nobodies, everybody.
So what the fuck you want from me? So what you